Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back. This time I'm going to be checking out, and this time we're going to be checking out the new episode, okay, semi-new episode, second to last episode of MLP, which is Fluttershy Leans In, I believe is the name of the episode. So let me double check, make sure everything's recording, and I'm not experiencing any problems. Okay, everything's good. Okay, so starting video in 3, 2, 1, click.
Careful!
That pink bunny footsie. Oh.
Are you okay, Angel?
Ow!
I told you that entering the Ponyville parkour contest was a dangerous idea. You just rest here, and I'll have you all fixed
So
up
parkour is official in this show. Okay.
Oh dear, I'm all out of bunny foot braces. I think we need to pay a visit to Dr. Fauna.
Ow. Wow.
Oh, I was sure she would be here today. Hello? Is any pony there?
Fluttershy? Oh, am I glad to see you?
I wish I could say the same, but the door is stuck, so I, can't see you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, some bunny hurt his foot.
Some bunny.
Let's bandage that up so we can get back home. I'd like to keep him overnight, but as you can see, my place is just bursting with animals.
Jeez.
I don't think I can take in even one more critter right now. Oh dear.
Okay, this is interesting. So this is the first time we've got a Fluttershy-based episode this season, and it's interesting to see this right here play out. Now, first off, I'm sorry if the color quality isn't exactly up to par. This is the only one I could find. So, bear with it. But yeah, so far, I'm very curious. Like, I believe the title is Fluttershy Leans In. Maybe Fluttershy helps out? We'll find out.
You really have your hooves full here.
Tell me about it.
This place is like a zoo. Then again, it's normally like that, but still, I can't keep up.
Jeez.
Oh, now does my favorite widow bunny want a carrot pop? That's okay. I think the goats ate all of them anyway.
I just can't believe all these poor little animals are hurt. What happened?
I'm flummoxed. Every day there's more and more animals on my doorstep. Most of them just have minor ailments, hurt wings, stuffy noses, and such. But the trouble is, even after they're all healed up,
They won't leave.
I can't seem to get these comfy critters to leave.
Ah, I see the setup.
They do seem to have made themselves right at home here.
I wonder why they chose to flock to my office. It just doesn't make sense.
Don't be silly, Dr. Fauna. You're the best vet pony in Equestria. At least
I see the
that's what I'm
setup.
telling every pony.
They receive such...
You did what?
Do you suppose it's my fault? I'm so sorry. I didn't
They
mean
receive
to
such
disturb
tender
you.
love and care
I just
there
hope
that they don't
animals
want to
feel
leave. They don't want to
safe
go
and
back home.
happy under your care.
Kind of makes me think of the Breezies.
Normally, I don't mind if a snake wants to slither in or a raccoon needs a rest. But now this place is so full, I have no space to treat any injured animals.
That is a big problem that I'm going to fix for you. I already have the perfect solution that'll make the critters happy and give you more space. Then you'll have all your ducks in a row.
The sooner you fix it, the better.
He kind of makes me think of,
I'm on it.
shoot, now I can't remember his name.
Thank you all for rushing right over.
That bear that normally bothers the heck out of Donald in the Disney
Fauna
cartoons.
needs my help with a serious problem.
A friendship problem?
Nope.
No, her vet clinic is a bit, maybe,
Well,
overrun with
that's
adorable
my next
critters
thought, actually.
in dire need of a safe place to lay their heads, and they don't have anywhere to go.
What about the original owners?
That's just awful.
I mean, are they all pets?
No.
Yeah. Dr. Fauna's always fixing Winona up when she ain't feeling too fine. So helping her out is A-okay by me. Yeah.
Never says anything about Tank because apparently he's dead.
Because it means you'll all be helping me with something special too. Something that's been a dream of mine for a long time.
That's cute.
Oh, goody! Is your dream to make a bouncy castle shaped like a gigantic bundt cake?
That's yours.
No, not exactly.
Opening up the veterinarian clinic?
What is it, Fluttershy? Spill!
My dream is to build a real animal sanctuary. A beautiful habitat where every animal, whether sick or scared or even just lonely, feathered or furry, scaly or slimy, every critter would be welcome. My sanctuary can be the one place in Equestria they call home till they feel ready to take on the world.
Wow, Fluttershy. I've never heard you speak with such conviction.
That was exquisite.
Pretty awesome.
Thank you, every pony. You've all taught me so much about building my confidence over the years. It's because of
Wow,
your friendship
the callback
I
here.
feel able to make my dream project a reality. But I can't build the sanctuary alone. Will you join me?
Of course.
I'm happy to offer my extra hooves to you. But come to think of it, I actually know a filly who'd be more help than I would. She's a friend of mine from Winona's sheep herding competition. Wrangler.
Huh?
She's an expert in animal enclosures.
How lovely.
Oh boy.
I know some pony too. Hard Hat is the best construction pony in Ponyville. He can build anything you could ever want.
Okay.
Hearing you all mention these experts, I am reminded that I too have the perfect
Oh,
pony
no.
to help capture
Please.
the essence of your vision. To give it some style, some
Don't
flair.
tell me that this is going to be the thing where every single one of them has an idea of how to build it, and they all have to learn to work together to do it.
I was referring to the premier interior designer
You.
of the Canterlot Elite,
You.
Dandy Grandeur.
Oh.
He helped me when I was setting up my Canterlot boutique. I know he'd be thrilled to work with you. Wow, every pony. Thank
I have a
you.
feeling
I can't wait to meet all of them
this
and
might be
hear
the
their
setup
ideas.
where every
We're
single
right on track to building the most
every
wonderful
other pony has an
sanctuary
idea
in
of how to build it,
Equestria.
but Fluttershy knows what she wants with it. Which is cute. And the shipping probably begins now.
Thank you, Rupert.
A snake with a bow tie. Okay, interesting.
It's wonderful that you all could join
Oh,
me
boy.
to discuss the Ponyville Sanctuary project. My friends have so many nice things to say about each of your talents. This is a big project, so I'm happy to have such experienced ponies working on it with me.
Rarity has impeccable taste in design and friends, so I can't wait to work with you, you know?
I think so.
Yeah! I'm just looking forward to helping you out, ma'am. And the animals.
Of course.
So, Pinkie Pie said you drew up some blueprints?
Not exactly. It's more of a dream board.
Wow.
That sure doesn't look like an animal hospital.
Well, that's because it's not. It's a sanctuary. A place that is safe but not restrictive. Cozy but natural. A place where the animals can come and go as they please. So, can you build
I like
it?
her. Dang, those eyes!
I want the sanctuary to have an open floor plan. No walls, more like an enclosure that melts into the trees, with a gate in the back. That way, the animals can return to the forest right when they feel ready.
Sneaky! I like it.
You know, I designed the Ponyville Hospital. I could do the exact same thing right here. I still have the blueprints. Though it'll take a while to clear all these trees.
But I don't want to clear the trees. I want to use them.
Are you sure? What you're talking about doesn't really seem like a cohesive structure, or any structure I'm familiar with.
Critters don't live the same way ponies do. I know this is unconventional, but that's because we're trying to do something that's never been done before. And I really believe it'll work.
All right then. I'll see what I can do.
See, Fluttershy? Whatever you want.
Good.
I can see it now. Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary.
I know she thinks she knows what's best, but once she sees how much better it works with these plans,
Oh no.
she'll thank us.
Yep. It's not going in the direction that I thought.
Which one do you like for the window treatments?
Ooh, loving the print on those. Not to be rude, but there must be some mistake. We have no need for curtains at the sanctuary.
And why ever not?
Everything is gonna look natural in the animal habitats, not like it was made for ponies.
All those shades of brown and green, but they're so drab, you know?
Drab? You're calling the colors of beautiful trees drab?
Of nature.
Exactly. The natural look is not in right now. This is better, trust me.
I appreciate your input, but I just know the animals would be happiest with dirt brown pillows and leaf green accents.
I'll look into it.
Thank you.
When a client has a vision.
Sometimes they need me to steer them away from it. Especially if it's dirt brown.
Right there, we got your standard sheep traveling cage.
Either
Fixed to
Fluttershy will
critters,
fire
depending
every
on
single one of
size.
them, or
What is it, Sugar Cube?
I'm looking for something less like a cage and more like a nice hug. Maybe if we lose that part.
Well, then it wouldn't be a cage.
Exactly. Ooh, this is the perfect base for a little nest. I'll take a bunch of these and anything else the animals can burrow into.
You sure you don't want something more secure for the critters? She does have a point there. You wouldn't want a bunny wandering into the wrong cave, would you?
No, no cages. I want to give the animals the freedom to come and go. It's the only way they'll feel comfortable.
Well, she's the boss.
I have a feeling.
Hey, what do you think, Fluttershy? I told
Wow,
you
they
to
put a lot of that
fast.
together
Almost
quickly.
finished with the building already.
The color just pops, you know?
Quite roomy inside, really, and very safe.
And they're all fired.
Keep us waiting, Fluttershy. Do you love it, or do
And they're
you
fired.
love it?
I don't love it. This is not going to work at all. A giraffe can't fit through this door. With these curtains blocking the light, how are the birds gonna sing in the sunshine? And this is the opposite of a nice hug. I know you all worked hard, but none of you did anything I asked for.
That's not true. We used the trees just like you asked.
And that curtain fabric is organic. It's got natural fibers.
And I added pillows inside my cages. That should count as feeling like a hug.
I may not know much about construction or interior design or wrangling, but I am an expert at one thing.
Animals.
The care of animals. And what animals need is a sanctuary, not this!
Maybe your vision wasn't all it was cracked up to be, you know?
My vision isn't the problem here. I told you all exactly what I wanted, and none of you listened to me. So while I appreciate your efforts, I no longer require your services.
Fired.
Hello? Oh, the animals have been so excited for the sanctuary. They couldn't wait any longer.
Oh, nuts.
Can we take a look inside?
It's...
Oh, actually, it's,
Not
not ready, and...
Uh-oh. Ow! Nuts! And... Yep.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Fluttershy.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry. This didn't go at all like I had imagined.
To be honest, that's cute. That's
Sleep
cute.
tight, little one. It's going to be okay, I promise. Now, every mouse has got to wait their turn. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd have a beautiful sanctuary for you all to stay in by now, but I put my trust in the wrong ponies.
It's okay, Fluttershy. I know you did your best. But we can make this work here. It'll be a bit,
Small.
tight. But with your help, we'll have these patients back on their paws in no time. Even without a sanctuary.
No! I won't give up. These animals need me, and I'm gonna solve this once and for all. If this little lady can crawl all the way here from Western Equestria, I can find a way to build her a safe place to rest. Oops. Everyone back to sleep now. Thanks for coming, every pony. As you know, building the sanctuary didn't go quite as planned.
I know, right? Who would have guessed that Hard Hat wouldn't build whatever you want?
I never would have invited Dandy to help if I thought he'd act in such a manner.
And Wrangler sure made a fool out of me, too. I'm sorry, Fluttershy.
It's okay. You were all just trying to help. But I know that letting all the experts go was the right call.
So what are you gonna do now?
Try again. I'm going to rebuild the sanctuary and do it my way this time.
You shut it, silly!
That's the spirit.
How about putting an awesome flying course for the birds right there?
And a carrot cake stand here!
Ooh, a library cave?
Every pony stop! I appreciate you sharing your thoughts, but I need every pony to respect mine. Other ponies may be experts in their fields, but animals are my field of expertise. And if I say this is what I want,
That's what
then
you...
this is what needs to happen. Oh, for the animals, of course.
Wow! We should call you Flutter Bold now.
Yeah.
I love how that
Things back on
Fluttershy
track.
is
I
much more
called in a
confident
favor
with
from an old
herself
friend.
this
He'll
time
be here
around.
any minute.
I thought you said no more experts.
Discord.
This is one expert I know I can trust to put the animals first. Plus, there's no pony better at building.
Discord? Never mind.
Some pony needs construction help for them critters.
Big Daddy McColt! We met each other back when the map called me and Fluttershy to the Smoky Mountains.
And he
And
certainly knows his
Tennessee.
stuff when it comes to buildings and caring for animals.
Well, shucks. Let's not stand around talking about it. Let's build us a sanctuary!
about Super Mario 64 and the ground pound. Ground pound on the posts, on the Bob-omb Battlefield, and you get the blue, you get the blue coin, or you get the red coin.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm more excited than a beaver in a log pile.
Okay, you can open your eyes. Welcome to Sweet Feathers Sanctuary.
Sweet Feathers.
Safe and
Wow.
cozy retreat for every creature.
It's like the Animal Kingdom at Disney World and Disneyland.
Oh, Fluttershy, this is amazing.
Now you should have plenty of room at the clinic, because once you've treated them, they can recover here. With my help, of course. It's okay, Lola. We all move at our own pace. Sometimes, all we need to do is believe in our dreams. And when we finally reach our goal, we'll know that it was worth what it took to get there. Because the view will be even better than you imagined.
This was definitely a very interesting episode. It was a slow-paced episode, and it was interesting how this episode actually played out. Pardon me. This is definitely an episode that shows how far Fluttershy has come with her confidence since the beginning. She's a lot more confident in herself now, and she's more willing to speak up and give her thoughts. If something calls for it, she's more willing to stand up against another pony. If it goes against something that she herself envisions to actually be better, to be a better benefit. And like, obviously before, she would have, tucked her tail between her legs and just very, very meekly not said anything. But now she's a lot more confident, and we have everything that she has experienced to thank for that. She's come a long way since whenever she was Fluttershy, and she's still Fluttershy. She's still shy. But she's more, like I said, she's more willing to stand up for herself. She's more willing to stand up for her friends. She's more willing to stand up for her beliefs, her thoughts, and this episode highlights that. And she had an idea for a way to help the animals. And at first, a few of her friends called in some people that they believe could actually help. And they each had, they worked together. Honestly, what I was afraid of was this was going to be the setup where every single one of the characters ended up kind of having their own idea of how to build it, but in the end, they end up having to work together to actually make it succeed. That's honestly what I thought was going to happen. And every single one of these characters had an idea for how to help to what they thought was helping Fluttershy with the animal sanctuary. But it turned out it wasn't. They were not experts in the same field that Fluttershy was. They were used to their own area of expertise, and it was clashing. Instead of listening, basically Fluttershy was the one who hired them, and she had an idea for how she wanted the sanctuary done, and they went against her building instructions. And honestly, this is relatable. This is honestly relatable because, there are times whenever if you've hired someone before to help you, to build something or do something for you, and then they don't do it the way that you want, it goes against your vision for it. And the way you want it done, but they didn't do it the way that you wanted it done. And so Fluttershy had every right to fire them. I mean, she had every right to. And again, as far as the characters go, like I said, we might see them come back in the future. I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it. But again, every single one of the characters, they were portrayed that I wouldn't say they were portrayed as villains in that sense. I mean, they kind of were doing what they thought they should be doing, what needed to be done, but they still want to give Fluttershy's vision for that. And so, in a sense, they were slightly villains. Then Fluttershy had her own idea, and she had a dream for building the sanctuary the way that she wanted it. And like Fluttershy says at the end, it kind of makes me think about, and right here, whenever she was talking with her friends, each of her friends started to have their own ideas for what to do with it. But again, Fluttershy said that she appreciates their opinions, but please respect hers. The internet needs to listen to this. But it was interesting, again, that Fluttershy, she had her own ideas for the way that she wanted it done. She knew how the animals wanted it done, and so that's how she wanted it to be built. It was a way natural for them, and the only thing, Fluttershy had to build it her way. She had to build it her way in order for it to actually work. And in the end, that's how that she actually had it built. And what Fluttershy said at the end about everyone moves at their own pace, and that's true. Everyone has a pace at which they move that is comfortable for them. Some people can go faster than others, but everyone has their own speed at which they do things. Everyone has their own pace. And like Fluttershy says at the end, whenever you have a dream and you can finally reach that goal, it's worth it, because you get to step back and look at the road. You get to look at the road that you traveled. You get to see the view, and it's kind of like it makes you think about that saying about. I mean, it's something that I believe I've heard before, but it's like climbing a mountain, and the other road. Yeah, the climb itself is difficult, but whenever you reach the top, you get to stand tall. Know what you did, and you get to see the view ahead of you. And this is exactly true. And I remember before, whenever Rainbow was dreaming about being a Wonderbolt, and now she's actually a Wonderbolt. I keep thinking there was something that I read or heard. I don't think it was about MLP. It might have been, but there was something I remember reading or hearing. Someone saying, like, what happens whenever you finish your goal? What happens whenever you accomplish your dream? What's left? Like, there's no. You finished your dream. You don't have a dream. And someone else said, make another dream. But to me, it doesn't stop whenever you finish your dream. If you finish your dream, if you accomplish your goal, then yeah, you made it there. But it's far from over. You get to keep doing that. You get to keep doing your dream. You get to keep doing what you strive so long to do, and you get to keep improving at what you're doing. You get to keep learning. You get to keep doing what you want to do. And just because you reach that goal, it doesn't mean it's over. It's far from over. You might have got there, but the journey is not over yet. There's still plenty of road to travel. And like I said, even once you finish it, you are still able to learn, to help better what you're doing, to help better yourself at it, and you're able to continue with it. And you're able to learn, you're able to get better and improve, and you're able to keep doing it. And so this kind of shows it right here. Like here, Fluttershy Sanctuary is done. And she's able to stand back and look at this and see how this is. And and she's happy with it. And this isn't the end. This isn't the end of the road there. She will be she also, like, since it's her sanctuary, kind of, she'll also be able to help take care of it. She'll be able to help take care of the animals, occasionally popping in on them to make sure that nothing is threatening this habitat, to make sure that like if a tree has fallen over, like if there's a storm, if there's a tree falling over, maybe planting some more flowers or some other saplings to help grow some more trees. Basically making sure that it's still up to standards. And so she's still going to be able to keep checking in on this. Like, just because it exists now, it doesn't mean it's over. And so, again, another thing that I really admired about this episode was how Fluttershy did stand up for herself. She did stand up for her beliefs. She did stand up for what she wanted to do. She didn't let any pony else try to influence her ideas and try to change or try to alter what she believed to be right. She knew what she wanted with it, and it was the way that she wanted it done. And she didn't let any pony else, like, step in, step on her hooves. And there were a couple times that you kind of see a bit of the older Fluttershy still there. She's slowly getting her confidence up. And she was able, she overcame that. She stepped up and she put her hoof down, and she was able to stand up against every pony else, including her friends, and say, hey, I appreciate your opinion, but this is how I want to do this, okay? Please listen. This is how I want to do this. And she stressed that she knew animals. That was her expertise. She knew animals. She knew what they wanted, and she wanted it to be built that way for them. And no other way would have sufficed. She wanted it that way. She knew it needed to be done that way, and she didn't let any pony else step on her hooves or step in on that territory. And she stood up for herself. She stood up for what she wanted done, how she wanted it done, and she followed through with that. And that's something that a lot of people, including myself, can easily relate to. There are plenty of times whenever you want to do something a specific way, and other people might try to tell you, and I'm not in any way saying that don't ever listen to anybody else, because there are times whenever other people can offer opinions to make it, like, to help improve it, to make it better, or to help you achieve it easier, or do it easier or quicker. So it is a good idea to listen to other people's opinions on things. There are times whenever there is a specific way that you want it done. And just like here, there are specific times whenever you want it done a specific way. You know how you want it. And other people can offer an opinion, but it's not the way you want it done. Like I said, sometimes you can work with someone. Somebody can offer an opinion on something to help make it better. And you can listen to that, and you can work together, and you can make it better. Other times, however, you have an idea for how you want it done, and their idea goes against the way you want it done. And so you have to sometimes you have to decline that idea to be able to do it the way that you want to. And again, this is very much relatable. And again, it's a scenario where you kind of have to listen to people's thoughts and opinions to determine whether or not you want to use that idea, whether it can be incorporated into the idea which you want to do, or whether you don't want it to be done in that way. And so again, this is a very, very relatable episode in that form. And we see some people, again, we see some other characters who wanted to build it in ways that they were used to. And so in a sense, you can't really fault them, because they too were doing something in a field in which they were used to. And they weren't exactly used to someone else's ideas and building it or doing it in that fashion, in that form. And so they're just used to other things being, their way. And so I can't really 100% put these other characters as main villains or faults here, because they are pretty much legit in their reasonings. It's like an expertise as well that they were used to, like with Fluttershy. But each of their ways of doing things clashed. And the one point here, though, is Fluttershy was the one who hired them. They were working for her, and so Fluttershy did have an idea for how they wanted it done, and obviously all of their ideas went against the naturality of how Fluttershy wanted it to be done, and like the way that the building was done, the fabric, and Fluttershy knew how that she wanted it done, how that it would work the best for the animals, and these people weren't exactly taking the animals in the sense that Fluttershy was into account. They were doing it in ways that they were only used to. And so again, I can't really put them at fault here because it was pretty natural in that sense. And like I said, Fluttershy had every right to let them go. But again, this was a very relatable episode, and it was also interesting. Again, this was another character building episode where we get to see how far Fluttershy has come along with being able to stand up to other ponies and being able to stand up for herself. And it was very much relatable in that sense. And again, like I said, it was interesting to be able to see Fluttershy's development there. And as far as little things in the background goes, I'm sure there's probably some other things that I missed. Parkour is apparently a parkour competition. Parkour is now official. And I noticed a little wheelchair in the cabinet. That's interesting. And again, there was some Fluttershy cuteness in this right here. There definitely was little faces that she made little movements and everything. This definitely had some Fluttershy cuteness here. And we also got to see some little bitty creature cuteness as well. And honestly, the thought that I had with these animals at first was that this is going to be something similar to the Breezies, where they basically were used to that tender loving care and they didn't want to go anywhere else. And we get to see, again, Angel Bunny acting a bit like an a-hole. Doesn't want to take the bunny pop. And again, the humor was pretty good with this right here episode as well. Humphrey, jeez, why can't I remember that? Okay, and this one bear also made me think of Humphrey, the bear that always bothered the crap out of Donald. Kind of made me think of him. And again, there was some cuteness here with the animals as well. And it was also interesting, like, this is interesting because in this particular episode here, while, you know, the main six was here collaborating, working together, Starlight was not actually in there. So that's kind of interesting, but she was helping out at the end of the episode, so that's cool. And we also get to see, like, whenever Fluttershy was giving her speech, Rainbow was the only one that was actually crying. Now, so, yeah, with this right here, you could say, you know, obviously Rainbow does have a sensitive side that she sometimes tries not to show. But then again, Rainbow also knows Fluttershy more. I mean, she's closer to Fluttershy than the rest of the characters are. Like, she's more of a sister to Fluttershy because they grew up together. And so she knows Fluttershy more. And so that right there, you can kind of see that. Then one thing that I was thinking of whenever Fluttershy, like with this, was I was thinking it was probably going to be called Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary. And I had this idea in my mind where like years pass, Fluttershy gets older, maybe passes away, Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary is still there. And then it progressed in my mind to it crosses over into the Fallout Equestria category. It crosses over into Fallout Equestria, where like there's I had this image go through my mind of little Pip traveling kind of through the woods and finds what remains of Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary. Like it's still there, but it's kind of overgrown, and there's not really any animals there. That was kind of the thought that I had. And like maybe old documents or something, files that she finds, and it tells about Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary, and you know, another thing where, you know, it was a good thing that Fluttershy did for the people there, for the ponies, for the animals. But again, it was also interesting, that little otter there in the box. That was cute. That was cute. And little bunnies and everything, really cute. I just noticed the fish in the cup. I just noticed that. And we also this is the first time we get to see a giraffe that I know of in the show. And we get to see a sloth, which made me think about the sloth at the DMV in Disney's Zootopia. But again, there was definitely some character cuteness here, and again, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a good episode. Plus, we got a call back with the characters. Fluttershy made the mention to her friends about how they've helped her build up her confidence over the years, and it's interesting how that has, like, again, the callback, the continuity to the show in the years that have progressed, in the year or 2 or 3, however many years have progressed in the show since Twilight first came to Ponyville. I know it's been definitely 1 year, maybe 2 or 3, and it's interesting that they pretty much reference that. And we also get to see the character from the Hooffields and the McColts episode. We get to see that as well, and like I said, we get to see Starlight and Glimmer helping out with the animal sanctuary here. And again, this was a cute episode. It was a cute episode. It was a sweet episode, and I did enjoy it. So again, to everybody at Hasbro DHX, thank you so much. I need to turn my air conditioner back on. Thank you guys again so much. Thank you guys again so much thank you guys again so much for all the work and effort that you put into it, into the episode, into the show. Thank you guys again so much. And also, thank you again to everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.